think, believe me, these niggas died of me. Look what I'm becoming. That I did, it made a man of me. All the that I did, I swear my mother.
What it do, YouTube? It's THF with the fatty. Back at y'all another video, man. Y'all know why we here. To handle business. But before we handle that business, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, bruh. I'm going to say it again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to say it one more. Matter of fact, like, comment, subscribe. Before I got to beat you up, y'all know what's going on. We got THF Zoo. They say he OTF's top order. We're going to find out, man. I ain't know. Like I said, bro, it's so much going on in Iraq, bro. I can't keep up. It's so many sets, so many sides, so many shooters, so many, so many rappers. We already know about how this go. So all we gotta do is tap in. Let's tap in. Shout out Hip Hop Daily,
THF
man.
Zoo, also known as Bay Zoo or OTF Bebe, is a rapper signed to Lil Durk's OTF label. But before the music, Zoo was well respected in the streets and beat a murder charge that would have put him behind bars for life. Let's take a look at the come up and career of THF Zoo.
Let's get it.
THF Zoo grew up in the Cabrini Green houses, the notorious projects on the north side of Chicago. The building was created to provide low-income housing to working-class residents of the city.
I got a question for y'all. How far is like the north side? Say like boom, say Cabrini Green was still up, right? How far is like Cabrini Green from King Drive, or normal or Lamron? My bad, Lamron or O Block, whatever. All that. How far is that? Like, how do they click up? Feel me? Like, is it something where they really, it's so close that they cross paths and can get cool? Or is it so close that they go to the same school? How, like, only thing I can think of is, like, in DC. Bruh. Nobody from, unless you bordering, bro, like, it's certain hoods in Southeast DC that's cool with Northeast DC because they right there. But it's also other hoods that's in Southeast that's 30 minutes away from Northeast. So they would never even, feel me? Let me know in the comments how Chicago North, South, East, West work. Let me know how far everything is from each other. I don't get it.
But it eventually became overrun with crime and violence and was known as one of the worst areas in the city. In 1995, the Chicago Housing Authority began demolishing the project, with the final building being torn down in 2011. This led many residents to move to other parts of the city, including THF Zoo.
Nigga, so you talking about he originally from Cabrini Green. He ain't from there. Never mind. You answered the question. He ain't from there. He from wherever he, like, you and me. Me personally, bro, I feel like you from wherever you spent the most time in your life before you was an adult. Feel me? So, say he lived in Cabrini Greens for 7 years. Then he moved to Lamron from age 7 and grew up there till age 18. He from Lamron, bro. You're not from Cabrini Green, bro. You don't. Where you from is where you had your most memories, bro. Your most. Feel me? Like, I was born in DC. I'm not from DC. Feel me? Like, I don't have no memory there. I just don't have no memory there. I'm from Waldorf. It's where I grew up. It's where I have the most memories. It's where I've been through the most things in my life. That's how I put it in perspective of where you from. So, like, I don't say if you born in Hawaii and you moved to Alabama at age 7, you're not from Hawaii, bro. You're from Alabama. You're gonna probably have an Alabama accent. You're probably gonna dress like Alabama. You're probably gonna have you dress like Alabama accent. Feel me? Alabama lingo. You're gonna have that Alabama. Feel me? You're not from Hawaii. People try to say, bro, you from wherever you born. I don't see it like that, bro, because you could be born somewhere and live there for a little bit and have no memories there. Don't even talk to nobody from there no more. You're not from there. You from wherever you grew up at and have the most memories, been through the most things, been through life. That's how I see it.
His family eventually relocated to the Woodlawn neighborhood where he spent most of his teenage years. He jumped off the porch at a young age and was in the streets at just 12 years old. He joined a set called THF 06 or Trigger Happy Family, which is made up of Mickey Cobras and Black Disciples. They're allied with other BD sets nearby, including O Block and 600. At just 18, the rapper got involved in a murder case that almost cost him his freedom, but police didn't catch up to him until years later. On July 5, 2009, a 21-year-old man named Dominic Barnes from the 600 block of East 51st Street was shot and killed in the Bronzeville neighborhood in Chicago. The victim was walking down the street around 10:15 a.m. on the 4700 block of South Forestville Avenue when two suspects ran up on him and opened fire. Police were on the lookout for multiple people believed to be involved in the shooting, but no arrests were made. In January 2014, THF Zoo was arrested for unlawful use of a weapon. Around that time, police began to connect him with the murder of Dominic Barnes from 5 years before. Not long after being released on bail, Zoo was arrested for murder. Because of his pending gun charge, he wasn't allowed to post bail for the murder, so he was forced to sit in jail and await trial. When they picked him up for the murder, THF Zoo was staying at the Orland Park home of Dirk Banks, aka Lil Durk. Dirk was also brought into custody after police found 2 illegal weapons in the home. Police seized a Glock 45 caliber handgun and 11 rounds, as well as a Springfield 45 handgun and 13 rounds. The guns was in plain sight near Dirk on the kitchen island when police officers arrived, so both men got arrested. According to police reports, Dirk admitted to possessing the weapons and told officers that, "I got those pipes because niggas always be trying to take my bands." Dirk was charged with unlawful use of a weapon by a felon and denied bail because that was his 3rd weapons charge within a few years. But his lawyer claimed there was 9 other people in the home and the weapons could have belonged to any of them. He also pointed out that Dirk had spent more than 150 hours doing community service for Cure Violence at the University of Illinois at Chicago and used his platform to speak out against gang violence in Chicago. So he was eventually let off with 18 months of probation in order to do an additional 50 hours of volunteer work. But his homie THF Zoo ain't get off as easy and had to stand trial for the murder of Dominic Barnes. In court, prosecutors claimed the victim was standing outside when THF Zoo approached him and asked what hood he was from. When Barnes answered, Zoo pulled out a gun and shot him multiple times. The rapper and his unknown co-defendant then went through his pockets while he laid injured and took some money before fleeing the scene. Multiple witnesses identified him as the one who fired the kill shot, and at least one reported seeing him with a gun immediately after the shooting. But the evidence presented by the prosecutors wasn't enough to convict him of murder, so the charges was eventually dropped and he got out in 2018. While he was in jail, he allegedly ran into some ops and got into a fight that left him with a broken jaw. He later confirmed this rumor on IG Live with Mubu Crump, a rapper from King Louie's Man Up or Band Up crew. Mubu Crump was also cool with 051 Melly, one of the main shooters from 051 Money Gang, who THF was known to beef with. On the live, Crump tried to claim that THF Zoo had his jaw wired shut because of what they did to him in jail.
You just had your shit in the wire.
Internet whooping?
Your shit was in the wire in the county, baby.
I never wore wire.
On
Never had wires in my jaw.
Zoo denied the allegations that he had to have his jaw wired shut, but confirmed he did have a broken jaw.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be real. I seen a fight where somebody broke their jaw. Like, I knew the 2 individuals fighting, and one of them broke the other one's jaw, and his mouth was really wired shut. Like, that's the first time I seen it, bro. I was like, what, 19? His mouth, like, it's like, it looked like braces a little bit. It's hella rubber bands, bro, and it's like, you gotta keep it shut so that your jaw aligns back properly when it heals. Bro, he was eating out a straw, bro, for real. Like, he opened his mouth a little bit like this, or like, he was drinking, like, everything he ate, food had to be put in a blender, bro. And 9 times out of 10, he wasn't eating no, it was just protein shakes, bro, because regular food blended up don't taste the same. It's kind of nasty. So he was eating protein shakes for, like, months, bro. Like, his mouth was wired shut. He couldn't talk. It was like, like you could make out what he's saying a little bit, but he couldn't open his mouth, bro. It's hella rubber bands. It's real ass shut, bro. That's crazy.
So what was wrong with your jaw? Your jaw wasn't broke? Was your jaw broke?
I never had wires in my jaw.
Was your jaw broke?
Yeah, my shit was broke. I never had wires, though.
In another live with 051 Melly, Zoo claimed it was Shawty Foe from the east side of Chicago who broke his jaw. According to Zoo, Shawty Foe sucker punched him from behind while he was brushing his teeth. But after he did it, the whole deck went crazy and beat his ass. THF Zoo and 051 Melly had a strange relationship. Even though they was ops who both lost homies in a war between their gangs, they also had mutual respect for each other. They often appeared on live together, talking about what was going on in the streets of Chicago. THF and 051 have been beefing for several years, with both sides losing many members in the war. One of the most high-profile killings was the murder of a rapper from 051 named Lil Mark. Lil Mark dropped a diss track aimed at several members of the BDs and was murdered just 3 days later. No one was ever arrested for Lil Mark's murder, but it was supposedly committed by members of 600 and THF. After Lil Mark's death, 051 Melly allegedly went on a killing spree that took the lives of several members of OTF and 051, including Dirk's manager Chino and his cousin Newski, as well as a 15-year-old named THF Raheem. THF Raheem wasn't just in the same gang as Zoo, he was actually his stepson. Zoo and Raheem's mom had been seeing each other, and at first, Raheem was against it, but eventually, he started to like Zoo and looked at him like a role model. So, Raheem's death hit Zoo extra hard.
That's crazy.
A dude named Arius Finch, aka 051 Area from
That's the look of regret. And y'all, I be trying to tell them, y'all better think that through before you spin on them. That's the look of regret right there. Like, I don't got no money for no lawyer. I might have a public defender. I know they might have put no money on my books because all my homies broke. My BM was already cheating on me. Now she really about to go get trashed. That's the look right there. I'm telling you, bro. As soon as they hit processing, all that sink in, bro. They start throwing them jersey numbers at your ass. Now you with me. They do that before you take your mugshot, just to FYI. If you ever been to jail, It ain't like you go, as soon as you get in jail, they give you your mugshot. Boy, they going to throw you in that cage. You going to sit there for about 12 hours, cold as hell. They might give you a blanket, but if they give you a blanket, it's going to smell like straight pee. And the blanket ain't nothing but, it's about this thin. Hold on. The blanket about this thin. It's like that, for real. It's cold as hell. You going to sit in that joint, bro. They going to try to hear me. They going to try to get you crack about whatever they want to know. Then they going to let you sit some more. Then they going to take your mug shots, do your fingerprints, bro. That's that look right there, bro. The look of, damn, I just threw my whole, you hear me? Them young, for the youngest, man. I'm telling you, bro, these streets don't play fair, bro. Your homie that you thought was your right-hand man, you get locked up, he going to be hitting your girl. I'm telling you. Your mother look good, they going to try to slide on your mother. Condolences, right? Yeah, they going to try to comfort her, all right? They going to get her under the comforter, all right? Like, all right, bro. Y'all keep thinking that shit cool, bro.
051 Young Money was later arrested for Raheem's murder, but it's been rumored that Melly was the one who actually pulled the trigger. But even though Zoo and Melly were sworn enemies, they still chopped it up from time to time on IG Live. After Melly was murdered in 2019, Zoo went on live and said he missed Melly because he was a real one.
I miss Melly, man, on Photo Grade.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
I miss my boy, man. That was a real right there, Joe.
On May 24, 2018, Melly and Mubu Crump were both at a house party in the 6800 block of South Morgan Street in the Inglewood neighborhood in the South Side. They were standing outside when shots was fired from a car driving by. Crump was shot twice in the arm and twice in the torso and rushed to the University of Chicago Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Melly also got shot in the arm and grazed in the head, but he survived. Leading up to his death, Mubu Crump was dissing members of THF and OTF. May 24th was the anniversary of THF Raheem's death, and supposedly, members of THF were looking for revenge that night. It just so happened that they caught two of their main ops in the same location. Not long after that, THF Zoo got picked up for an outstanding warrant for an unrelated charge and spent about a month locked up. While he was inside, he met up with King Von, who was fighting a murder charge. Zoo knew exactly what Von was going through, having just beaten his own case. So, they became good friends in the pen. Von was already writing raps while locked up, and it was around that time that Zoo started taking music more seriously.
But just imagine you locked up with King Von. He probably was in that joint cranking. They probably was having real deal concerts. Get your snacks, get your chips, get your oatmeal cream pies, and your Kool-Aid, and we about to rap. They probably was in that, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, bruh. Somebody like that probably brought unity to the jail, bruh, because he probably was in that joint spitting. Because as soon as Von came home, he got it right on them hits, on them billboards. I'm telling you. He probably was in that jail going fade. I'm telling you.
Von ended up beating the murder, and Zoo was released around the same time. Not long after that, they collaborated on the track Beat That Body, where they trade bars about their experience of beating the murder charge. The track racked up millions of views and exposed the world to King Von for the first time.
I told you.
THF Zoo got arrested again in April 2019 for reckless conduct and for having a weapon near a school or park. Police caught him with a rifle and a shotgun on South Coster Avenue, and he spent a few days locked up before bonding out. Less than a month later, Zoo was arrested again for charges connected to the same 2009 murder of Dominic Barnes. Police must have gained new info and thought they could make the charges stick this time. But after spending close to a year locked up, he was eventually released on March 22nd, 2020.
Crazy.
Almost losing his freedom for a second time must have made THF Zoo start thinking about his priorities. Because as soon as he got out, he started taking music more seriously and began dropping tracks more consistently. Songs like Streets Bleed Murder, Safe, and Do It For Von have racked up hundreds of thousands of views. Plus, he's been featured with other members of OTF on songs like Sip Again and Get Backers. Since being released from jail, THF Zoo has kept a low profile and avoided drama in the streets.
As he should.
That don't mean he'll sit back and be disrespected, even when it's from his own homies. While Zoo was locked up, another rapper from his set named THF Billa did an interview where he spoke on the beef between Zoo and Mubu Crump. In the interview, Billa made it seem like he had to step in and defend Zoo because Crump was bigger than him. He claimed Zoo was only 5'3", 130 pounds, and Crump was a big dude. So Billa stepped up to help out his homie.
He 5'3", 130 pounds. This my size. You trying to get into it with him, get into it with me.
Zoo ain't appreciate the way that Billa phrased it and clapped back as soon as he got out. He accused Billa of sneak dissing and claimed he was 5'10", 200 pounds and could handle his own beat.
I was about to say, bro, don't look 5'3", no 130. What are y'all talking? Maybe it was back in the day before all this, but bro, look kinda, you hear me? He arky. Shawty look like he throw them things. You hear me? He look like you hear me? He got a little girth on them arms, bro. That ain't 130. That arm right there, 130. That arm right there, about 130. You hear me? 130, 5'3" is crazy now. That's big bap. That's big bap.
He also told Billa to take the THF out his name and accused him of speaking on his beef just for clout. He also posted a message on IG where he took shots at Billa and accused him of being a rat who never touched anybody in the hood.
And this is why I say you cannot do stuff like this with people you was friends with, let alone was in a gang with, shorty. You said let them know you a real rat. That was your man. You was friends with a rat. And you never whooped nobody in the hood. That was your man. Your man was scary. Now I look bad on you. How you gonna talk down on somebody else and y'all used to be locked in? Now as soon as y'all ain't locked in, he a rat. He ain't never whooped nobody. But when y'all was kicking it, everything was straight. Shit be back, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. Nah, bro. It make you look bad, bro.
Billa clapped back accusing Zoo of eating out of Dirk's garbage and claiming that he only sided with them because of the fame. But other than that, THF Zoo has stayed out of trouble and focused on his music career and his kids.
As
he made
should,
it a lot farther than many OGs in Chicago. So hopefully he can stay focused and avoid any more petty beef that may threaten his life or freedom.
As he should, though. You know what I mean? Like I say, a lot of people don't make it out this life in Chicago specifically. Like, there's been a lot of people lost in Chicago. A lot of rappers that got left in Chicago, bro. So for him to make it out, bro, he anomaly, bro. And as he should. Stay out the way, bro. It's bigger than that now, bro. You got money. You got people to provide for, bro. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. With that being said, it's Ty Fetty with the Fetty. Make sure y'all stay smart. Stay dangerous. I'm going to catch y'all next time. I'm gone.